Hello everyone, my name is Abu Prince Eric and welcome back to my channel. So I'm getting exciting for the update 12.7 is coming here on the Asia server a few days left. So what's going on? In this video we're going to topic about the closed test as well as the new ships are coming in the closed test 12.8. So let's get started to it. Okay, so right now I have detail but I'm listening to the listened or watching the World of Warships Twitch stream last on Friday midnight. So unfortunately, I don't have it to watch or listen because I'm very sleepy because it's a time zone. Usually the Twitch stream took place in the Europe on the afternoon or evening sometime. So let's get on to the World of Warships DevBlog to see what's on the new content. Okay, so the first devblog is about the closed test 12.8, which is the World of Warships 8th anniversary, airship escort in random battles, bounty hunt improvements, and a whole lot more. Okay, this is gonna be exciting for the update 12.8 took place on September, which is World of Warships 8th anniversary, airship escort in random battles, bounty hunt improvements, and a whole lot more. Okay, so what's on the anniversary? Get ready to set sail into the CEO celebrations because the update 12.8 will be host on World of Warships Grand 8th birthday party. All players can expect a variety of activities and rewards, including the ability to receive several rewards at once in the same battle, with similar mechanics to those seen in the previous New Year celebration in the previous update back on December 2022. Now, the rewards will await players in the form of battle performance bonuses for achieving certain combat results on all of the ships. Starting from Tier 5, distribution rewards has been changed, as players will now earn festive tokens. Okay, with depending about the ship's tier, we will be receive a festive tokens. From Tier 5 to 7, we got 30 festive tokens. Tier 8 to 9 ships, 75 festive tokens. Tier 10 ships is about 200 festive tokens, as well as super ships 300 festive tokens. But the reward for completing the free battle pass track is 1,250 festive tokens. There are some festive tokens can be exchanged for the following rewards as follows. So the Tier 8 French light cruiser Bayard, which is 6,250 festive tokens. A single 50% discount coupon for Tier 8 ships that can be obtained for doubloons. Unfortunately, we got 3,125 festive tokens. Next one is a permanent Delorean camouflage for C10, 1,250 festive tokens. Next, up to 7 on a retroweight containers, about 500 festive tokens for each. Next, up to 80 super containers. The first 30 super containers will be a 200 festive tokens each. The remaining 50 super containers will be a 400 festive tokens each. Then other rewards that are available for festive tokens. There are common, special, and rare economic bonus, says containers, and a lot of signals. Tier 8 lists are available for a single 50% discount, which is the Siliwangi, C35, Ochakov, Loyang, Hampshire, Lee Terrible, Tiger 59, Wichita, Gascon, Irian, Saipan, Vanguard, Kotri Bagration, Kidd, and Rochester. In case you already have buyout to all players, you will instead receive a 100% discount coupon for Tier 8 ships from the above mentioned list. Here are the permanent camouflage for C10, which is going to be featured in the closed test. Okay, I have getting chances for that retro wave contents of the list. 5% chances to receive a following reward. We got a bonus package permanently for Tier 8 ships. 45% of a chances to receive as follows. Permanent camouflages for Tier 5 to Tier 7. As well as 50% chances on the permanent camouflage for every ships for a past years, as well as the Legend of the Ocean's permanent camouflage for Anhalt If you already have a permanent camouflage on the list, you will get a 10,000 coal. Likely up ahead, this is gonna be a super cool right thing in this corner. But I already have something the permanent camouflage so far that I've obtained it for past years. This year, we want to renew our approach of the event and update the rewards, as well as the ways in which you can earn them. In the past, the event structure was completely tied to the number of tier 10 ship players had in a port. However, as the game progressed, more opportunities to obtain tier 10 ships appeared. Therefore, we decided to shift the focus toward a different reward distribution and different tiers. Now, besides the super containers, players will be able to obtain Bayard, rare economic bonuses, new container with economic packages and festive camouflages, as well as a special coupon for the armory. Now, even those who don't have a entire fleet of tier 10 ships in our port can get the most valuable rewards. See, you can earn tokens on any ship starting from tier 5. As part of the celebration, a commemorative flag, a patch, and 3 commanders with unique voiceovers will be added to the game. Also, the designer's table port has been decorated for this occasion. Oh, look at that, something new commanders, new flags, and new patches on. The designer's table, which is going to be decorated on for a few occasions. Wow, this is going to be a retro. The World of Warships 8th anniversary will also feature a Tier 9 pan-European Swedish battleship Carl 14 Johan and its permanent camouflage to the game. So how does it happen to be featured on this new ship? Will we possibly ever try for that in several occasions? Just have to be looking for on the next couple of sessions. So captains, anchors away. Let's make this birthday the most memorable yet. Now, the airship escort in random battles. Finally, this is going to be a third time to be featured. In update 12.8, airship escort will become available as one of possible game modes in random battles to be on permanently. Since airship escort had 2 previous iterations as the separate battle type, but a new game mode should be familiar to many players. Okay, so airship escort what I like to remember about the airship escort detail was introduced in 2021. So as per these mechanics, airship escort is gonna be a similar like from the other games on Overwatch or Team Fortress 2 as escort the payload. When the attacking teams must escort the payload to reach on its destination from to various points. And in the defending team on this side, the defenders must stop the payload immediately until timer runs out. So the airship escort mode will have the following changes and improvements. The airship route has been changed on the following maps: Hotspot, Islands of Ice, Sea of Fortune, Shards, Shatter, Trident, Warrior's Path, and Estuary. Spawn points have been changed to the following types. We got Hotspot, Islands of Ice, and Shards. Added a personal indicator to show that your ship is in the airship zone, in the airship's current speed. The indicator will also show the number of allied ships that are present in the zone. Some rewards for accelerating and slowing down the ship will become a part of the common economy of random battles. Airship escort was well received to our community. However, there were some concerns over its implementation into random battles. We have heard the community feedback and will actively monitor the introduction of airship escort into random battles. If necessary, we will be able to reduce the frequency of the airship escort game mode in random battles, as well as reduce the number of maps in which this mode can appear. Our goal is to add variety to random battles without adding long queue times for additional game mode, and we will reevaluate this over time as we actively curate over our random battle playlist. The Bounty Hunt improvements. While the new update brings improvements to the Bounty Hunt event, the event itself is not in the plan for update 12.8, nor the next couple of updates due to other incoming events. Players will now be able to accept or reject the role as a bounty import. Additionally, visual improvements about allied bounty ships were added. There are 4 new achievements will be added to the game. At gunpoint, win and survive 5 battles as a bounty ship. Counterpunch is going to destroy 4 enemy ships in a single battle as a bounty ship. Man of Honor, destroy an enemy bounty ship while being a bounty ship yourself. Fire on myself, receive 1 million potential damage and be on top 3 of your team by base XP earned. Allied bounty ships must survive the battle. Conditions for attaining the Seek and Destroy achievement has been changed. Now, the achievement gets unlocked if a player destroys an enemy bounty ship while the player is not a bounty ship. The signals, meanwhile, on starting the update 12.8, the players will be able to auto-buy signals individually in the equipment window of the port. The auto-buy feature is turned off by default, but can be simply switched on. Once player runs out of the signals, they will be able to replenish them by using credits. Okay, this is gonna be a major changes on the equipment tab. So signals will be auto refill this time by purchasing on credits if you run out of signals. But this is gonna be a positive thing. Now the additional content added to the game: the U.S. Naval Institute flag in the name of Progress flag, rookie patch towards the universe patch in the name of Progress patch, and for malicious service patch. Commanders, we got commanders Cao Cao, Liu Bei, and Sun Quan with unique voiceovers, which are inspired by Chinese literatures, the Romance of the Three Kingdoms, Menchong flag, Lo Chuan flag, and Three Kingdoms patch. The Menchong with a similar parameters for A gear, but with a unique appearance, as well as Lo Chuan with similar parameters to Lion, but with a unique appearance. Okay, this is gonna be another Pan-Asian ships ahead, which is featured like from Aegir and Lion. But I can't wait to be excited for glorious contents in the armory. Now, the retro-futuristic team commanders Mikhail Orlov, Anton Grant, and GM22D. Pretty cool, nice commanders, huh? But I would like that. Now, the Scarlet Thunder, which visually resembles a Duncan, but has different parameters and unique permanent camouflage. The permanent camouflage for Delny and Prusen looks nice for that, but futuristic. So that's the end for the closed test 12.8 so far, but I can't wait to see on the public test 12.8 during the update 12.7. So stay tuned, guys, for further. If you want my questions, so please go on the comments down below. If you wanted to make something questions about the closed test 12.8 so far. So let's get head on to the next dev blog. This time is for a new ships. Closed test 12.8. Okay, this was posted yesterday about 2 a.m. midnight. Okay, new ships are coming in the update 12.8. The French battleship Picardy, the Italian large cruiser Michelangelo, the Soviet battleship Navarin, and the Soviet cruiser Commissar. Now, a Tier 8 French battleship Picardy. This is going to be a relatable of Lyon, but her armament is going to be a 305mm Modele 9010 gun. The same armament was used for the French large cruiser Toulon, known to be as Lyon 0.5, just like as Mecklenburg does. But on the top tier on the German battleship Mecklenburg has a higher sigma is 2.0. But in this French battleship has going to be the same sigma was used from Lyon. Picardy is named after one of the French historical regions of France, located in the northern France region, on the close to the borders of the Belgium. The Picardy's numerous guns have a quick reload time, but not the best accuracy and armor penetration capabilities. The combination of a well-protected citadel and good concealment makes her a great ship for quick and aggressive close-range engagements with the enemy. However, being under heavy enemy fire can prove quite dangerous, as the ship has a small HP pool. Her consumables are represented by a repair party and a main battery reload booster in different slots. Okay, this is going to be the 4th time on the feature for French battleships, which is the main battery reload booster, which is going to be the similar thing like Strasbourg, Chambord, Bourgogne. Yes. Now, the hit points is going to be the same hit points from Leon. 17% torpedo protection. The main battery is going to be a 4x4 305mm. Firing range is about 22.7 kilometers. Maximum HE shell damage 4050. Maximum AP shell damage is about 8000. Reload time is about 25 seconds. Okay. The same thing goes on the same secondary ornaments as follows, but I can't read on full entirely. Maximum speed is about 27 knots. Rudder shift time 14.1 seconds. Surface detectability 13.9 kilometers. Air detectability 9.2 kilometers. Detectability after firing main guns with smoke is about 11.1 kilometers. However, these parameters are going to be the same thing like from Leon. The consumables we got are unavailable. Damage control party, repair party are feature from French battleships in the tech tree. But this time an added new feature, main battery reload booster. I really like the main battery reload booster consumable for that in French battleships. Usually can fire repeatedly for HE and AP shells, but I can't wait to say the Picardy was at least as a versatile battleship. But her 305mm guns in 16 guns, it can enormously broadside against enemy battleships with a citadel hits, but not sure for that because it's low caliber guns as usually. All stats are listed without crew and upgrade modifiers. The stats are subject to change during the testing. Now, next one is the Italian large cruiser Michelangelo, a tier 9 Italian large cruiser. This is going to be the first Italian large cruiser made up ahead just like a Napoli. But Napoli recognized known to be as a heavy cruiser. But this ship is going to be a large cruiser at the time. So, needless to say, the Michelangelo is named after one of the Italian Renaissance sculptor and painter. In this regard, the cruiser stands abreast of such Regia Marina warships as Dante Alighieri, Leonardo da Vinci, and Marco Polo. So, Michelangelo is a reinterpretation of 1935 Italian medium displacement battleship designs, but in the form of a large cruiser or cruiser killer. One of these blueprints was for a ship with 8 320mm guns and 2 quadruple main turrets placed on a midship. In order for this cruiser killer to achieve a speed of over 30 knots, the diesel propulsion plant of the original design had to be replaced with more traditional steam turbines. So, Michelangelo is armed with a 320mm main battery guns which have a limited firing angles. The ship also has numerous secondary guns armed with sap shells which can deal good damage, thus compensating for Michelangelo's relatively weak main battery guns. Michelangelo is also armed with torpedoes that have wide launching angles, deal high damage, and have high speed, but there are few torpedoes per salvo. The ship has a large HP pool, good concealment values, and repair party, but is not distinguished by good armor and citadel protection. Michelangelo can gain an extra advantage over the enemy in battle, thanks to the combination of exhaust smoke generator and hydroacuity surge, with a long reach in separate slots. However, Michelangelo lacks the engine boost consumable, which makes the ship slow compared to other Italian cruisers. Okay, so Michelangelo will be a main battery to be used, AP and sap shells. Well, as noticed for that, which is not available for HE. As well as the secondary battery guns, which is also feature a sap shells, but they did not use the HE shells immediately. However, this is a French large cruiser. This is Italian large cruiser. Well, unfortunately, Michelangelo has a exhaust smoke generator, unlike the Italian Tech 3 cruisers as well as Napoli, and the first Italian large cruiser to be featured hydroacuity surge to detect enemy torpedoes within its distances. But unfortunately, the Michelangelo lacks of a engine boost consumable, which is a slow large cruiser at the time to make some advantage. But her unique features on the ship is her main ornaments located on the midships between the funnels. But I can't wait to see on YouTube video about this ship, but certainly I assuming for I'm not a volunteer for the World of Warships community for that, but I'm looking forward something going forward once my once my stream is established in the future. Okay, what on ship's parameters? The Michelangelo has hit point 66,100. Okay, so the large cruiser to be featured, fire duration is about 60 seconds. Torpedo protection is 22%. Main battery is 2x4 320mm guns. Firing range is 17 kilometers. Fires only SAB and AP shells. Not to be featured the HE shells. A maximum AP shell damage is about 9,700, and the maximum SAB shell damage is about 10,250. Sigma is going to be 2.05. Reload time is 24 seconds. This is the slowest reload time for the Italian large cruiser, as far as about the French large cruiser in the tech tree. Okay, torpedo tubes is gotta be 2x3 533mm. Maximum damage 20,433. Range is about 8 kilometers. Speed 72 knots. Reload time 120 seconds. The secondary armament, which is gonna be featured some SAP shells. This is the second time the secondary armaments used in as SAP shells. The first one is recognized for that is Napoli. Number of explosions is the south. The maximum speed is about 33 knots. Turning circle radius 830 meters. Rudder shift time 14.4 seconds. Surface detectability 12.8 kilometers. We got available consumables are the following: the damage control party, repair party, the source mode generator, and hydroacoustic search. All stats are listed without crew and upgrade modifiers. The stats are subject to change during the testing. The next one is the Soviet battleship Navarin. Okay, this is gonna be a new feature for the Soviet battleships upcoming in a closed test. Now, in early 1914, after the laying down of all Ismail-class battle cruisers, the development of future battleships began in the Russian Empire. Among the most notable blueprints were those for several 40,000, 47,000 ton ships with a 12-16-inch guns. Navalny is a traditional name for the Russian Navy since 1827, when a combined Russian, British, and French fleet defeated the Ottomans and the Egyptian squadrons at the Battle of Navarino. This name was historically given to one of the battleships that sunk in the Battle of Tsushima, as well as one of the planned Ismail-class battle cruisers. Navalny is armed with 12 406mm main battery guns which have a low accuracy. The aft end main battery turret they can rotate 360 degrees. The ship is also armed with a large number of rapid-firing secondary guns. Navalny has high concealment values, but low speed and a small HP pool. However, unlike the tech tree on Soviet battleships, its main battery guns have standard dispersion and the ship has low HP. At the same time, Navalny is equipped with numerous fast-firing secondary guns with a standard battleship's firing range and also has a good concealment. Therefore, the ship will perfectly suit players who enjoy risky and quick ambushes in the close quarters. Okay, the Soviet battleship Navarin. The hit points is about 69,400. Torpedo protection 80%. Main battery is going to be 304 406mm guns. Fire range is 20 kilometers. HE shell damage is 15,850. AP shell damage is about 11,000. Reload time is 33 seconds. Damn. Every time for the Soviet battleships for that, which is increased above 30-second reload time. Secondary armament is going to be 18x1, 130mm, about 7 kilometers. The HE shell damage is about 1,800. Next one is 8x2, 130mm guns as about the same kilometer range. HE shell damage is about 1,800. Maximum speed is about 27.5 knots. Turning circle radius about 770 meters. Rudder shift time 16 seconds. Surface detectability is about 40.9 kilometers. air detectability 12.5 kilometers, and detectability after firing main guns of smoke 14.8 kilometers. They are the available consumables. As usual, this is going to be the same thing ahead on Soviet battleship consumables. The, the limited damage control party, known as fast damage control team, has 4 charges. The repair party, which is going to be 3 charges. All stats are listed without crew and upgrade modifiers, but with best available modules. The stats are subject to change during the testing. Now, lastly is a Soviet